Welcome back to the Middle East Fundraising Series, the only channel dedicated to showcasing institutional grade insights on funds across the region. And these insights come from the most comprehensive Middle East database available today, covering over 500 funds and 6,000 executives. I'm Andrew, a fundraising specialist who has helped over 350 clients with investor targeting strategies, investor databases, and capital raising support. And through this series, I'll share data and strategies to help deal makers connect with the right investors at the right time. To be clear, this is the who's who of global capital and fundraising with unmatched Middle East coverage. So let's take a look at the typical makeup of Middle East funds. So unlike Western markets, over half of Middle East funds are linked to families or sovereign wealth vehicles. Now, many are not traditional GPs, but proprietary capital pools, making the region more opaque and challenging for global deal makers to navigate. Now, based on market patterns and available data, the Middle East fund landscape often includes a significant share of family investment offices, sovereign-linked vehicles, and ultra-high net worth capital pools. Now, while exact classifications require further validation, my exclusive database provides the foundation for deal makers to identify and connect with the true sources of capital. And this is really important, especially if you're trying to reach the family investment offices and ultra-high net worth investors who usually are not out in the open. This is a great database to eventually find them from. So you take a look in the top right-hand corner, family investment offices, so wealthy family investment entities make up about 40% of traditional fund databases. So if you're looking at mine with 500, that's a large amount of potential family investment offices within it. Sovereign wealth fund, sub-funds, so these are government-backed investment vehicles, are going to make up around 25% of the database. Then institutional private equity, venture capital managers, so these are professional investment firms raising capital, makes up about a quarter of it. And lastly, corporate strategic venture funds, so those are company-led venture capital initiatives. Middle East Fund Overview. So this database contains all funds from 2022 to 2024, and those were selected because as we sit here in 2025, it gives really good coverage deep into 2028 if you're looking to raise capital. In this database, you have 500 fund managers, you have 6,000 key investment contacts, and 3,700 emails. The countries covered are United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, and Israel. Key fund manager contacts. The database provides coverage of iCapital's senior team, including the partner, chief operating officer, and chief financial officer. And these contacts represent the core decision makers within the firm. This is just one of over 500 Middle East funds featured in my verified database. It includes vintage, strategy, asset class, region focus, key contacts, and more. It's designed to save you months of sourcing and verification, covering both Middle East and global fund managers. So let's take a quick look at the database. Okay, now we're over on the spreadsheet part. I'm going to just give you a little bit of an insight of how I create these smaller databases, either for sectors or regions such as the Middle East, which is what this series is focusing on. The global database has 24,800 funds, and those are funds that have been launched since 2022, and they go up to 2025. And the reason we're using those dates is it gives a wide range all the way up to about 2028 of use of the database if you're using it for multiple fundraising initiatives. So if we go up to the very top, you can see on the left-hand corner here, you've got the name of the fund, you've got the background, you've got the inception date, asset class, the strategy, the primary region focus, the status, whether it's opened, announced, first closed, third closed. So it's going to give you a lot more detail on that particular aspect as well. You're going to get the fund manager, which is most important. You're going to see some more information on the next slide about that. So you can see that the global database includes the industries, the regions, and you've got the company email, website, and address as well. So that's the global fund database that we use to start off with. Now let's take a look at the contacts in the global list. So the contacts in the global list is 412,000. So those are the who's who of the fundraising global ecosystem. And that's a great resource to have because no matter who you're looking for in a certain company, the odds are if you can't find it on the website, it's really simple. Just go to the database and you're either going to see their email or you're going to be able to pick their name off and go right to LinkedIn on that. The database for the global has 400,000 contacts, 277,000 emails. So we'll go right back up to the top, and you can see we've got the fund manager, firm type. This is going to have funds, it's going to have private equity, venture capital, family investment offices, pension funds, you name it. And then you've got the name of the contact person. These are all senior parties. You've got their titles, the asset class that they're responsible for, so it allows you to pick and choose who you want to contact as well. You're going to get, again, most of their emails is around 277,000, and then as we go further on the right hand side, you're getting more information about where they're located. Now let's take a look at the Middle East part of the database. Okay, now we're over on the Middle East section. So now you can see in the bottom here we've got 501 funds. And if we go back up to the very top, it's the same as the global database. You get the name, background, inception date, asset class, strategy, primary region focus, status, and so on and so on. And now let's take a look at the Middle East contacts that are part of it. So you can see in this particular case, the Middle East funds and fundraising executives, professionals, you've got around 6,170. Go back up to the top here. You're going to see the fund manager, the firm type. Again, you can see there could be private equity groups, they could be funds, they could be infrastructure firms, pension funds, real estate firms, you name it. It's going to be very complete. And the beauty of this database is, again, you're getting a lot of complete information. You've got about 3,700 emails. You've got about 6,000 contacts. Again, if you don't have their email, really simple. Cut and paste their name into LinkedIn, and you're usually going to find out more information. You can contact them through that route. Again, this is the perfect resource for you if you're looking to raise capital in the Middle East in 2025 and beyond. Are you looking for global funds and contacts? My verified database includes 24,000 global funds between 2022 and 24 and 400,000 fundraising executives with over 277,000 emails. Coverage across all regions, asset classes, and strategies. It's the most complete global capital access tool available. I'm releasing 500 videos in this series to cover the Middle East fundraising landscape like never before. Be sure to click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.